Na mwisho rais, mesikia Junet akiongea juu ya mitego. Watu wa Siaya, nataka niwaulize, iko mtu ama watu wanaweza kuwekea baba mtego? Iko mtu akifikiria utawekea baba mtego, utajipata umejitega wewe mwenyewe. Kweli si kweli? Kweli si kweli? Wale wa kuwekea baba mitego watajitega, hawatajitega. Baba ende AU. Si umesikia Joho amesema muko kwa serikali leo, kesho, mtondogoo, mwaka ujao, hata muhula ujao. Siaya mko hapo? Muko kwa serikali? Ndani kabisa.
Ama tununue uoga. Yani Nyeri mwana hata ikikora kuwe yani. Mimi niliwaambia nilipambana na Uhuru Kenyatta akiwa rais wa Kenya, nikiwa tu mbunge wa kawaida. Wewe usijaribu kufikiria ati unaweza nitisha sababu uko na cheo inakaribia rais hapo. Mimi hakuna mtu anaweza nitisha hii Kenya na hii dunia. Niliwaambia naogopa Mwenyezi Mungu peke yake, uji moto na umeme peke yake. Pasiwe na mtu anafikiria ati atanitisha mimi. Na kama wewe ni mkabila, usiniingize mimi kwa mambo ya ukabila. Kama wewe ni mtu wa kublackmail rais na serikali ya Kenya ili ujitajirishe wewe mwenyewe, ati ununue mahoteli kutoka hapa Nairobi mpaka Mount Kenya Nyeri, yote ununue mahoteli na pesa ya umma na ufikirie utaniuzia uoga, sio mimi. Lala, amka, utafute mwingine, sio Kimani Ichungugwa. Watu wa Rongai nikisimamia hapo ama niuziwe uoga? Nisimamie hapo, nisiuziwe uoga. Na mtu asitusumbue ati tumeleta baba kwa serikali. Baba ni Mkenya kama Wakenya wengine. Watu wa Nyanza ni watu kama Wakenya wengine, si ndio? Ni kweli tulitafuta serikali tukiwa wachache, si ndio? Lakini serikali ikipatikana, serikali ni ya kuhudumia kila mtu. Wale walipiga kura na wale hawakupigia hiyo serikali kura, si ndio? So wale wanatuambia ati Kenya kuna shareholders, nataka niwaambie kutoka Rongai, Kenya ya shareholders imekoma na imeisha. Kenya ni ya Wakenya wote.
In an apparent reference to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who claimed that he has traps laid out in every corner of State House to prevent Raila from teaming up with Ruto, the MP noted that anyone who sets traps for Raila will only end up ensnared by the same traps. Kimani MP Kikuyu added that Gachagua, who has also claimed in the past that the government has shareholders whose interests should be catered for first before everyone else, further claimed that he will be patrolling every corner of State House and would scuttle any deal that could see a handshake government come to life. Ichung'wah noted that no one can set traps for the former Prime Minister, and those who threatened to do so have ended up trapped instead. National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichungugwa has publicly told off Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over his unity bid, asking him to stop preaching regional politics. Ichung'wah told the DP that he is a leader holding a national office and he should seek to unite all Kenyans instead of those from his community alone. If we truly believe that we hold offices that bestow on you the role of being a symbol of national unity, seek to unite the people of Kenya, not the people of MT Kenya, he said. If I am the leader of the majority in the Republic of Kenya, I am not the leader of the majority in MT Kenya alone. I should seek to unite the people of Kenya, he added. Kimani MP Kikuyu, and a close ally of Ruto, is not a yesterday rival of Gachagua. The whole hatred started during the picking of Deputy President of William Samuel Ruto. It is said that he really wanted to get the DP position. When he found he could not be picked, he started advocating for Kithure Kindiki. Right now what you are seeing in Kimani MP Kikuyu, fighting to get that position in 2027. What is even worrying is that he is getting support from Ruto because he can accuse Gachagua of sabotaging Ruto government in a public rally while Ruto watching. A few weeks ago, President Ruto's tour of Nyanza region was characterized by heavy political undertones, with Kikuyu MP Kimani tackling DP Gachagua over past statements in which the DP claimed that he had traps set up at State House for Raila Odinga. Kikuyu Member of Parliament Kimani Ichungugwa has sent tongues wagging with his speech delivered in front of President William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua at the homecoming ceremony of Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi in Siaya County. On this video, We are going to analyze the battle between DP Gachagua and Kimani Ichungugwa about who is the MT Kenya kingpin. Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. You can also write a comment. What do you think? Will Ichungugwa outsmart Gachagua and become next DP? Now guys, let's get deeper. In an apparent reference to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who claimed that he has traps laid out in every corner of State House to prevent Raila from teaming up with Ruto, the MP noted that anyone who sets traps for Raila will only end up ensnared by the same traps. Kimani MP Kikuyu added that Gachagua, who has also claimed in the past that the government has shareholders whose interests should be catered for first before everyone else, further claimed that he will be patrolling every corner of State House and would scuttle any deal that could see a handshake government come to life. Ichung'wah noted that no one can set traps for the former Prime Minister, and those who threatened to do so have ended up trapped instead. National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichungugwa has publicly told off Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over his unity bid, asking him to stop preaching regional politics. Ichungugwa told the DP that he is a leader holding a national office and he should seek to unite all Kenyans instead of those from his community alone. If we truly believe that we hold offices that bestow on you the role of being a symbol of national unity, seek to unite the people of Kenya, not the people of MT Kenya, he said. If I am the leader of the majority in the Republic of Kenya, I am not the leader of the majority in MT Kenya alone. I should seek to unite the people of Kenya, he added.
Baba, our Prime Minister Raila Odinga, is a man who believes in Kenya and is a great patriot of our nation and Africa as a whole. Na sisi Mheshimiwa Rais tuko nyuma yako kuhakikisha ya kuwa baba amepata kiti cha AU Commission Chair. La pili, Rais, huyo Pio Wandai ambaye tumekuja hafla yake ya leo, tumefanya naye kazi kwa bunge akiwa minority leader, nikiwa majority leader. This, Your Excellency, as you have said, the politics of sectarianism, politics of regionalism, politics of ethnicity, I want to assure you, Your Excellency, with Opiyo Wandayi as your energy minister, he has no time for sectarianism, he has no time for ethnicity, he has no time for regionalism. He is a man like Baba who has been mentored and nurtured by Baba, a man who believes in one united Kenya. Na tumefanya kazi naye vizuri sana. La mwisho, Rais, mesikia Junet akiongea juu ya mitego. Watu wa Siaya, nataka niwaulize, iko mtu ama watu wanaweza kuwekea baba mtego? Iko? Mtu akifikiria utawekea baba mtego, utajipata umejitega wewe mwenyewe. Kweli si kweli? Kweli si kweli? Wale wa kuwekea baba mitego watajitega, hawatajitega. Baba ende AU. Simesikia Joho amesema muko kwa serikali leo, kesho, mtondogo, mwaka ujao, hata muhula ujao. Siaya mko hapo? Muko kwa serikali? Ndani kabisa.
But speaking at a separate event in Naivasha on the same day, Gachagua defended his unity call, saying it is not after antagonizing anyone. Gachagua warned against the creation of non-existent narratives regarding his unity call, saying his focus is to ensure the whole country is united. I am on record as a great peacemaker. The unity we are calling for is not against anybody, it is the unity of purpose. The unity we are calling for is the unity of Kenya, and we are doing it bottom up, Gachagua said. Ichung'wah also took issue with Gachagua's recent remarks that those opposed to his unity initiative should cease discussing him in other regions and instead do so in MT Kenya. Gachagua, who was speaking in Nyeri, challenged them to address their concerns within the MT Kenya region. If you think the talks of unity aren't good, don't talk in Rift Valley or Western. Come here and call for a gathering and tell the people why unity isn't good, Gachagua said. But, according to the Kikuyu MP, respect can only be earned and not demanded, adding he will not tire of speaking about any part of the country. If you are a national leader, I must earn the respect of other leaders, he stated. We are being told that everyone in MT Kenya, including elected leaders, should follow one person to be taken where he wants. If you want to unite MT Kenya, You should do so within the Kenya Kwanza government, he added. Ichung'wah further accuses DP Gachagua of blackmailing Mount Kenya leaders for selfish interests. He has criticized Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's push for Mount Kenya unity, accusing him of using blackmail to advance selfish interests. Ichung'wah made the remarks during a Sunday service in Meru on June 9, 2024, where he insisted on opposing the deputy president unless Gachagua begins showing respect towards other regional leaders. We have a problem. We are not saying we unite for the sake of Mount Kenya people when we are, but we are being told everyone, including elected leaders, to follow one person to be taken where he wants. As a leader, I will not keep quiet while those leaders are being mistreated, he said. At the same time, Ichung'wah called on elected leaders to shun divisive politics and instead preach national unity. In what seemed like a direct attack on Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Ichung'wah alleged that members of parliament from MT Kenya region have been coerced and intimidated to support the DP and toe to the line. However, Ichung'wah said he will not be intimidated, but will speak on behalf of his colleagues whom he says are being threatened.
That is the leadership everybody is looking for. This young man here is a greater leader than those tribalists. You hear trying to gather people along ethnic lines. This is a greater leader than those tribalists. Kweli si kweli? Mumesema tuungane bila mambo ya ukabila. Mumesema tusitishwe kama viongozi tufuata wa kabila. Ama tununue uoga. Yani ni mwana ataiki kura kwa yani. Mimi niliwaambia nilipambana na Uhuru Kenyatta akiwa rais wa Kenya, nikiwa tu mbunge wa kawaida. Wewe usijaribu kufikiria ati unaweza nitisha sababu uko na cheo inakaribia rais hapo. Mimi hakuna mtu anaweza nitisha hii Kenya na hii dunia. Niliwaambia naogopa Mwenyezi Mungu peke yake, uji moto na umeme peke yake. Pasiwe na mtu anafikiria ati atanitisha mimi. Na kama wewe ni mkabila, usiniingize mimi kwa mambo ya ukabila. Kama wewe ni mtu wa kublackmail rais na serikali ya Kenya ili ujitajirishe wewe mwenyewe, ati ununue mahoteli kutoka hapa Nairobi mpaka Mount Kenya Nyeri, yote ununue mahoteli na pesa ya umma na ufikirie utaniuzia uoga, sio mimi. Lala, amka, utafute mwingine, sio Kimani Ichungugwa. Watu wa Rongai nikisimamia hapo ama niuziwe uoga? Nisimamie hapo, nisiuziwe uoga. Na mtu asitusumbue ati tumeleta baba kwa serikali. Baba ni Mkenya kama Wakenya wengine. Watu wa Nyanza ni watu kama Wakenya wengine, si ndio? Ni kweli tulitafuta serikali tukiwa wachache, si ndio? Lakini serikali ikipatikana, serikali ni ya kuhudumia kila mtu. Wale walipiga kura na wale hawakupigia hiyo serikali kura, si ndio? So wale wanatuambia ati Kenya kuna shareholders, nataka niwaambie kutoka Rongai, Kenya ya shareholders imekoma na imeisha. Kenya ni ya Wakenya wote. Na hakuna Mkenya atabaguliwa, uwe Mjaluo, uwe Mluya, uwe Mkisii, uwe Maasai, uwe Mkikuyu wa mlima ama ya Kikuyu mahali hakuna mlima ni hills, hatutabaguliwa. Mumesema tusigawe kwa ukabila.
He accused Gachagua of hiding behind the community and trying to blackmail the president for his own selfish interests. On the issue of revenue allocation, the Kikuyu MP urged the DP to follow the correct constitutional channels. His sentiments were echoed by National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula, who emphasized the need for national unity. Wetangula said leaders need to unite the country instead of dividing it on ethnicity. This was after Gachagua called on those who disagree with his approach to come forward publicly rather than criticizing from the sidelines. Kenya is an indivisible state. Our unity is our strength. Greed and personal aggrandizement will not divide us. We are beyond blackmail, threats, and the intimidation of personality cults and worship, Ichung'wah said. Meanwhile, as President Ruto and his deputy attended the Akarino church service in Nakuru on June 9, 2024, their supporters differed over the one man, one vote, 1 shilling conversation. Leaders allied to the deputy president support the call for a 1 man 1 shilling revenue-sharing formula, while President Ruto's allies insist the formula will be unfair to other regions. President Rigathi Gachagua has continued to push for unity among leaders in the Mt Kenya region, stating that as a leader he will never fight his brother. Speaking at a burial service of the late Julius Kanon Dumbai, former principal of the Kianyaga High School in Gichugu, Kirinyaga, Gachagua urged the region's leaders not to be influenced by other political factions to divide the mountain. I made a decision as the senior-most leader in this region to unite everybody irrespective of where you voted, and that is the unity of purpose for this region. I, Rigathi Gachagua, will never fight my brother or my sister. We have learned our lessons on divisions, Gachagua stated. He stressed his commitment to uniting leaders in the region even after his close allies alleged an internal plot within the ruling Kenya Kwanza coalition to undermine him. My people from the mountain, our unity is our strength.
Public administrators will make good leaders. Na wale wamepata nafasi, wamefanya vizuri sana. Huyu Kenneth Lusaka alienda pale akakuwa governor one time. Along the way akasahau all politics is local. Akaanza kuenda kando na vile watu yake wanaenda akatupwa nje. Kuenda akarekebisha akarudi pale watu wako akarudishwa. I want to say all politics is local. Na vile unasema mwanatembea mimi niko hapo. You cannot unite the country when communities are divided. When regions are divided. You first put your region together, then you reach out to other regions, then we have one cohesive country. Lakini wewe naona huko na bahati, naonanga ukisema watu waungane hakuna mtu anakuingilia. Mimi nikisema tuungane kwetu, wanasema hii mtu ni mkabila. I don't understand the criteria because natembea si amesema watu waungane, watu ya Western. Sijasikia mtu anamuingilia ati ni ukabila. Lakini mimi kutoka mlima nikisema watu wa mlima waungane. Ukabila. Kwani iko sheria ngapi kwa hii Kenya? Iko sheria ya mlima na Wakenya wengine? Mnataka mlima iungane isiungane? Sasa wacha kila mtu aunganishe kwao. Then we all join together for one cohesive country. And CS Eugene, I have heard you. Don't worry my brother. Kwa hii serikali hii, mimi ndio mwenyewe niko ndani. Hata kukija kamia gani, mimi ni chuma ya zamani, niko huko ndani. I'm inside. Hii serikali sinilipigania. There is no way I can move even an inch. Hakuna nafasi ya kusoga hata inchi moja. Wale rais ameleta tumewakaribisha tufanye kazi pamoja for one country. And the coming of the people who have come cannot displace the ones who are there. And even if there was an attempt and there isn't, it cannot work. Because mwenye kukaa pale Rigiji ni chuma. Iko namna hiyo. So don't relax, there is no problem. So sisi tunataka kwa Kenya waungane. Wale wamekuja kutoka ODM tumewakaribisha. We have one united country, we work together. Because this is our country na tutasonga pamoja. But mimi nataka watu waungane across the country. And we'll continue uniting our people. And there's nothing we can do about that because that is what all regions do.
He said any leader from the region opposing the revenue-sharing formula is a traitor, stating that the proposed formula will ensure fair resource distribution. Other regions are not fighting. People want this region to fight for us to get lost, but why I am happy today is that ordinary people from Mt Kenya are united. Since back in the days, this region of ours has had a history of traitors and betrayers, he stated, urging leaders from the Mt Kenya region to prioritize development over politics. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has assured Kenyans of his support for President William Ruto. The DP said a section of leaders have looked down upon him and cast aspersions on his position as Ruto's principal assistant. Gachagua told off leaders questioning his loyalty to the head of state, saying he understands his job well and will ensure he has delivered on his constitutional mandate. Today, we are now seeing some of those who were not with the president lecturing us about loyalty to the president when we suffered to stand with President William Ruto when he needed us to stand with him, he said. I know my job. An MP or a CS can't supervise a deputy president. If you want to be a deputy president, go and look for President William Ruto, who is the one who gives out that job when the day comes, but for now, just do your job. Let me do my job. The DP was speaking on Saturday in Kutu's Kirinyaga County, where he had attended the Orphans Empowerment Program. On my way, I had a moment of interacting with the people of Kirinyaga County at KGO Town. Indeed, people-centered leadership involves citizens via engagement, he said. Gachagua was accompanied by a host of elected leaders drawn from all parts of the country. He asked his critics not to seek to cause confusion in government, but instead help the president fulfill his campaign promises. To our leaders, please let us be united and not fall to propaganda. Let us do our jobs. Cabinet secretaries should also focus on their work, he said. The unity of this region is non-negotiable. Leaders may be divided in opinion, but I listen to what the residents say. They are united, the DP added. He said leaders in parliament should focus on the workload they have and diligently serve Kenyans. Gachagua added that he is focused on what he believes in and no one can intimidate him. I'm moved by conviction. I'm convinced that I need, as the leader of this region, to unite the people of the mountain behind our president, and no amount of noise can distract me, he said. The DP said residents should ignore the critics and asked leaders not to respond to them as well. We are not distracted, we are focused. We know where we have come from, where we are, and where we are going, he said. We have come to an end of this video. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. You can also write a comment. What do you think? Will Ichungugwa outsmart Gachagua and become next DP?